後も俺が人間なんだ。
Alright, so in this one, I want to go over what Legends has tweeted and who everyone thinks is coming from these tweets. And, well, yeah, it's just pretty obvious at this point, but maybe we're wrong, right? I have some theories. Obviously, one is similar to everyone else. But to just look at what Legends has tweeted. They tweeted last night, a free Kid Buu. Get him in the Fierce Fight Buu Kid event. Now, if you guys don't know what the Fierce Fight event is, the 6 Gokus had that. And basically it was, you can do their stage once every day, then get their stars up from there. And the other way to get their stars up was from missions, right? So you get them like Friendship level 5, and then you do their daily stage, and then you do missions like use this many Gokus in USTR. Or maybe it'll be use this many Buus in USTR. Or not in USTR, but like use them, right? Like use Buu this many times from this point in time of the show. And that's probably what's going to be like for this Buu. You can't really farm them like hella like the pool force you could. You can just skip ticket, energy, boom, done. This guy will be daily, and yeah, you'll have to stop and not give him 14 stars instantly. You know, thankfully for me, I don't have to do an instant showcase on this guy 14 stars because you can't. But we do have something else coming. But to read his stuff before we get into that, the first support Majin Buu is here. He destroys one enemy card when entering battle, cuts enemies' draw speed level by 1 with his green card, and has a 100% chance to inflict paralyze on his special move hit. So, with this guy being a support unit, and the LF we all assume is coming, I don't even have to say his name, being a powerful opponent / regen unit, as well as this Kid Buu, you would assume, okay, if this Kid Buu's red, that guy's green. If this Kid Buu's blue, that guy's yellow. Blue, purple. This guy's purple, that guy's blue, etc., etc. Whatever color this guy is, he most likely, maybe his support isn't that great because we don't get to see how much he supports, right? They just say it. This guy is probably the perfect color for the other LF. And just to say, Cell. Cell. Why is it Cell, you might ask? Well, Super Vegeta Zenkai Awakening. Now, Super Vegeta, my prediction, clearly, of Android Super 13, I mean, you got the super part, right, is not correct. I didn't think they'd jump into another saga this quickly. I thought the LF would introduce the next saga, right, and the LF should be next week, which it is, because the week after that would be a Zenkai, and the week after that would be the All-Star, right? I thought the next LF would introduce the next saga, and clearly the Zenkai is introducing that here. Super Vegeta Zenkai Awakening is coming. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, even after reading this part and how Zenkais have been recently, you know, the goodness of them not being broken, he's not going to replace anyone on your Super Saiyan team, especially Future Gohan. Maybe even Yellow Broly he won't replace if you run him. But to look at him, unlock his uniques for health and key recovery, and inflicted damage up when he enters the battle. So just get his stuff and he gets damage up, okay? Like Soul Boost him, get his Zenkai 7, all that unlocked. That's how you get damage up. Then his ultimate lowers enemy draw speed by 2 on hit. That's very good. That's DBS Frieza does the same thing. I think DBS Frieza does exactly that. Lowers enemy draw speed by 2 on hit on ultimate. And he restores Vanish 1 time when his opponent switches out. So if he has 0 Vanish, they swapped out, boom, you got your Vanish back. That's very good. You know, you can't control the usage of it is the only problem. Being able to control what you can do in this game is obviously more important than just having something happen for you. This is kind of just like you're having it happen for you. Like, it's nice, but it's not crazy, right? Like, that could happen 5 counts into a match or 100 counts into a match. Depends how your opponent plays. You're not making that happen, right? But I don't think he's going to be breaking the game like Future Gohan will still be better. Yellow Broly, again, will still be better. His Zenkai ability, I think, would be, like, if it's not Yellow Super Saiyans, then it'll probably be Yellow Saiyans, which, I mean, that's tough to see, because we have Angel Vegeta, and he is a Yellow Saiyan who is on Optimal Saiyans, and he doesn't need a Zenkai bench, but hey! We'll see, right? We will see. Then just look at what color LSL could be. So, I've been thinking a lot. And I'm not going to look at the Android or Cell Saga tag. I don't even know what it's called in the game. Yeah, they separate them. And obviously the tags are separate. The androids is everything up until Cell appears, and then it's Cell from there on until the saga ends, or the arc ends, right? So androids is from when Trunks comes by and slices Frieza's ass off, up until Cell appears. Boom. That's where we cut off. Cell Saga starts. Obviously, because it's named fucking Cell. Let's look at the tags that need help. And the tags that are getting buffed from this unit. What color? Now. Okay. There's a couple colors that could be needed. Now, it depends what you're looking for, right? I'm looking for a blast-based unit. Why? Because Super 17. He's more blast-based. I want blast. I want that team to thrive in at least one ability or another. Sure, you could build a strike-based team with Tournament Power 17 right there and kind of fiddle your way around it. Maybe this Kid Buu you could run on like an Android regen setup. I've seen people do that with like Fat Buu. Maybe you can bullshit your way around it. Sure, but I want more blast-based. So, and it's funny to say because I actually do think it's possible, he should be a red blast-based unit. And you might be wondering, hey, we got this guy. Why do you think that? Red Revival Cell is one of the worst revival units, if not the worst revival unit, because you look at this, and I understand, revival unit, I understand. You look at this, though. 110, 111, at 14 stars, 110, 111. Yeah, look at him post-transformed. His defenses are still lower than, like, modern units. Like, it's just bad. Sure, his critical's high. Sure, his damage is okay. Just nothing too overwhelming, right? Because you want to use that revival mechanic as something to, like, staying power. Like, you can't kill this guy because I got my revival in my back pocket. But he dies so quickly, you don't have that revival in your back pocket. So make a better version of this guy. He's not that good. I understand why he's not that good. Usually the first iteration of a new type of unit is really bad. You look at UI Goku, who has his unique gauge, and he's not that great. You look at Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, while he's not a new iteration of anything, he has neutrals so often, it's like, it's scary. Like, they were scared to make Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta good, because they were like, he goes neutral 3 times! How could I make him, like, any better? We give him shitty damage buffs, and then he'll look pretty mediocre. That's how they did him. And they made a defense type, which, please, don't make LF's defense type. If this new LF Cell is defense type, people won't be happy, because you look at Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, that's the only reason he has aged as terribly as he has. And then UI Goku, the only reason he's like that, again, he's a new iteration of something new into the game. They're scared to make it broken, so they downplay it and make it mediocre. That's why UI Goku's like that, just FYI. But Revival Cell was the first revival unit. They were scared. They were like, how the fuck do we make this fun? But not busted. They made Revival Cell. People thought he was busted on release, sure, but then we got more Revival, and they were like, huh, what the fuck is this Cell to my Revival Gohan, who can just get back to like 2 million HP with health equips, and he has so much support from his team, he doesn't give a fuck, right? Like, this guy's laughable compared to the other Revival units. And it makes sense. But it also makes sense why we need to get a new one, because while we might not get a red Revival Cell, I do think this LF Cell we could see, and again, I do think there's other units that could come, but these LF Cell we could see would be... It's hard to tell, because there's 2 ways I want to go about this. An Awakened Art's kind of like Bojack type of unit. Obviously transforms with it. And or... It's like a newer type of mechanic, but if it's a new mechanic, that'd be like, oh shit, this guy's going to be ass then. An Awakened Art's kind of... I don't know how to describe it. Basically, what my hope would be, right, because Cell don't give a fuck. He kills people. He killed Trunks with a fucking finger, and he said goodbye. He basically killed Vegeta. He killed his fucking pride. He killed Goku as well. Like, this guy killed a lot of people. What if, just hear me out, he blows up with, like, a blue card. You pop, like, 3 green cards, pre-revival. He blows up. With that blow up, if he doesn't kill, he doesn't revive. But if he kills, he nullifies revival of the opponent that's in the fight right there. So he has a nullify revival thing. We have that similar aspect with this green Gohan, right? Nullify revival and self-destruct. What if this Cell self-destructed, and the only way, so it's balanced because you can't just, go willy-nilly blowing up on people, because that's not fun. Cybermen does not enjoy people copying him, obviously. You make it so you have to make sure it'll kill. Now, blowing up is a very high multiplier. It's not that hard to kill, but just certify it. Maybe make this guy red, so a lot of blue units are in the game, and he has to like fiddle around, make it hard to blow up, but it's more worth it. And then when he blows up, he goes to super perfect cell and whatever the fuck else, and he does his insane crazy damage. But again, the negative to him, because every unit deserves to have a negative and a positive, right? They should not all just be positives, because that's how balance works. I can't even speak. If he doesn't kill with his blow up, then he does not transform and he just dies. He doesn't revive. He does nothing. He dies. Now, I understand people might think, that's so restrictive. It's an LF. Like, what? There's some aspects to Nullify Revival. And we have one. Why not just amplify it? Why not just make it better, more accessible? I know, an LF, accessible, funny words together, but it's true. People are going to summon really fucking hard for LF Cell, because you look at Regen, you look at PO, you look at Androids, that's a lot of tags. That's a lot of good tags. People are going to summon for an LF Cell. And if you're going to introduce a new mechanic, not even that new, kind of like a mixture of what we already have, but just spiced up a little bit, why not do it with Cell? People are going to summon regardless. That's why this Revival Cell had it. People were going to summon regardless, right? I think if they did that, it'd be great. If not, an Awakened Darts kind of like Bojack would be nice as well. You know, you go from second form Cell to perfect Cell, and then boom, you know, you're full power, you're done. You're going to do a lot of damage on Awakened Darts, because Awakened Darts, I think, Explodes had the highest multiplier. And I do like that they're introducing like different cards, because you looked at Awakened Darts, it was like, who the fuck else had this purple card, right? Like, Ginyu had it. Oh my god, body change only. Like, no, they're actually introducing it as a different type of transformation, where it's not like, okay, let me stop the game and transform. It's more, let me hit your ass really hard if I drop this combo correctly with Bojack and all this nuance stuff, and beat your ass while transforming. Like, that's sick. I like that. And Bojack, I don't even mind that character. I like that character, like, in this game. Not as a fucking real character, but in this game. But yeah, LF Cell, and then, okay, I kind of went off my point, but that's why I think he should have. The color, though, again, I want him to match Super 17, but the thing is, okay, so it would be green, red, yellow, right? Because this Kid Buu, just remember, this Kid Buu's coming, and he's going to be probably an ideal color for this Cell. So let's say Cell is red, this Kid Buu be green. That's not good. Let's say this Cell is yellow. Kid would be green. Well, there's two setups there. Blue or green. Yeah. I guess green, yellow, blue wouldn't be the worst, right? Then what if he's purple? Purple, blue, green. Now, purple, red, green, I guess you could make it. That's not good. Yeah, you want to have that full color stopping, and you can't really have that, because let's say Cell is green, Buu is, I don't fucking know, blue, or Cell is yellow and Buu is blue. The Super 17 is there, but it's like, are we really getting another blue Kid Buu? Like, we have the LF. I can see a red one, because that old Kid Buu is really fucking old, right? It's 2 years old plus. That red one. But, I guess preference-wise, if I want to build a Blast-based Regen Android team, because that is the better team right now. I mean, you can't argue with Tournament Power 17, but they need 2 more units, right, to make that team really good. Because that Android 18 is not that great. She's good. This Tournament Power 18, she's okay. She's not that great, though. She's okay. For Blast-based, I would say yellow. For Strike-based, I guess you could make the argument for green? Green? Depends what this Kid Buu is. He's going to be support, but obviously a unit's going to have higher stats than the other, even if they're support, right? You look at, like, her, she's a support unit, right? And she has higher blast stats than strikes. Or no, wait, what? She has higher strike. Didn't even know that. You always run it on a blast-based team. Okay. Well, regardless, again, you see, she has higher stats on one than the other, and that's going to happen for Kid Buu. I feel like overrating what Kid Buu will be. But I don't know, I expect him to actually be good. I mean, the last Buu they released for us that was free was Buuhan, and that Buuhan was a disgrace to fucking Buuhan, so let me tell you. But to keep looking, Regen. Now, Regen, I want him to be green. Straight up, I want him to be green. Why? This guy has had his reign for so long. Look, it'll be hard to replace Fat Buu. I know it will. But if there is going to be a unit that's going to replace him, it'll be an LF. You look at Super Saiyan Blue Evolution, who replaced God Vegeta, Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta. You look at... who else? Future Gohan, who replaced, I don't know, fucking Rage Trunks back then. Other Super Saiyans on the Super Saiyan tag. Revival Gohan, who replaced all these other purples that are pretty good on movies and whatever else he's on. All these LFs replace the Zenkais. It's hard to do, for sure it is. But they do it. Kid Buu replaced Android 21. And that was before she even fell off. Like, Kid Buu replaced one of the best aging free-to-play support units in the game. Kind of like that. Like, it's not hard to do to make the LF better than these Zenkais. It's just that this is an old Zenkai. Now, that's the hard part. But I do think him being green, you know, for Strike or Blast based on Regen would be perfect. Yes, you have Green Cooler there. Yes, you have Green 21. I think Green 21 is very squishy, so I don't like her. Green Cooler is underrated. I like him. But, you have nothing else, right? You have nothing else that came out. I mean, Green Cooler, he's not a year old, but he's, like, fast approaching a year old. Like, he came out with, what? Super Saiyan Purple Vegeta. And, you know, you don't ever see that guy. Green Cooler, he hasn't aged out, but he's definitely starting to age. Just a little bit. I think he's good, but he's starting to age a little bit. And does not contend with Fat Buu. But yeah, green for Regen, this would be ideal. I mean, there's not really anything else I could see. Yellow, I don't think he could beat DKP. Sure, is the ability, he'd buff it better, but he doesn't beat him in, like, just raw goodness, right? DKP is very good. And LF Piccolo, obviously. Then red. Red Middle Cooler is not that great, so yes, red could make sense. Again, Revival Cells right there. Corrupted Zamasu is the only thing there that kind of holds him back. I hate seeing this Gohan right here. I hate seeing this Gohan right here. But then, Corrupted Zamasu could hold him back. Again, if it's Blast-based, doesn't matter, but if it's Strike-based, I don't think so. And yeah, nothing else, really. I mean, maybe blue? Maybe blue? It would be a nice color because we don't have anything. You know, again, Android 21 is aging. Kamikolo is not that good. He wants to fight against, what? Future or androids, which, I mean, this might be an android-dependent meta, so he might get some value here, but, you know, he's not that great unless you're up against that. He can go neutral for 60 counts, but again, not that great. So a blue or a green? Obviously, green is preferred, so we get Fat Buu off this dastardly team. You know, it sucks if you get Fat Buu off the team and it's an LF. It's like, god damn it, like, I need to pull this LF to replace my Fat Buu, even though replacing a lock-in unit, again, it's not easy. It's not an easy feat. You've seen LFs replace units, but none of them, literally none of them, have been lock-ins. There's very few lock-in Zenkais that exist. It's for good reason. They are terrified of them. Everyone is terrified of lock-ins, right? And replacing Fat Buu will not be the easiest ticket, but I do think it is possible with this cell. If he is green, then Powerful Opponent, the last tag here. Then I'm going to go over one more character that I think it could be, or characters it could be. Powerful Opponent. Now, he's probably going to have the ability of Android's Powerful Opponent and Regen. So, just to look at this real quick. Honestly, just looking at the top of this right here, I'd like purple. I know purple DKP does exist, but I'd like purple. Purple DKP, well, I think he is good. He does take a little bit to get going, and it takes a little bit of time in a match, and you don't have that much time in matches nowadays. Nothing else here is very great for Powerful Opponent besides DKP. And yeah, that's just it. Like, again, you just keep looking, right? Maybe Goku Black, maybe he's good enough, but you need him like 6 stars, and that's a hard thing to accomplish with a lot of LFs. It's hard to 6-star him. Again, it's the same thing as Regen here. It's basically both tags mixed together at this point, right? With just LOE sprinkled in and movie units. There's not a great blue. Blue would make sense. Green, I mean, you do have Jir in there and Goku Black, so I don't think green would make sense for PO. But for Regen and Powerful Opponent, blue is like the ideal pick, I think, to say. Just because you look, who do you have? Maybe Kid Buu will be blue, because yes, they need a support unit that's blue, Regen, and PO, and it makes sense for him to be blue. At least if Cell is yellow, which yellow isn't the greatest pick, but it's a pick to have, right? Yeah. Either Cell would be yellow or purple, because obviously blue covers whatchamacallit, yellow, right? But Cell would cover blue if he's purple, obviously, with green being advantage to blue. And purple, like I said, it's fine and it's good, but is it the best? I think red is the best for PO. Maybe purple? I don't know. Kid Buu could be blue, which wouldn't make a mistake. But I just don't see it because we have an LF Kid Buu that's already blue. If Kid Buu is purple and Cell is blue, that'd be very good for every tag, honestly. Androids, maybe, you know, Blue 18 isn't a... Tournament Power 18, rather, isn't going to be used, but that's okay. She's not that fantastic. She's good, again. She's good. But you look at Regen, PO, and Androids. Blue is the color. Like, blue actually is the color. Yeah. Android 21's aged out. Get us a new blue unit. That actually is the correct color to bring in, yeah. Because, again, you want to look at Androids, and this is, like, the tag you'll least use this guy on, unless you have, like, everything. Like, you have these Zenkais on top, at least. Super 17. And they need a blue. Yeah, this guy... Cell probably will be blue. If it is Cell, he'll probably be blue. And obviously, if you don't know by now, the reasoning people think it's Cell. Super Vegeta. Getting a support unit for a powerful opponent and regen. Cell is on those tags. You guys get it now? Yeah, okay. Just for anyone that was unsure, like, oh, why does everyone think it's Cell? I'm a little confused. No, that's why. It makes sense. And then, one more character, besides me thinking it's Blue Cell. It's not in this game, but I feel like they could introduce it. Again, a newer mechanic type of thing, which I don't think is that likely because Black Friday's right there, and you know, Black Friday was obviously UI Goku, and that's probably when they do a new mechanic, but it's a fun theory to think of. A trio unit, kind of like Dokkan has Android 16, 17, 18, when they're all sitting by. Well, all sitting by. It's when 17 is fighting Piccolo, and then Cell comes out of nowhere, Force Form Cell. Then he starts fighting Android 16, and that's kind of the moment that it happens. A trio unit of 16, 17, and 18. I don't know what color they be. I do think it is a fun little theory, though, because it's around the time of Super Vegeta. You know, right after that happens. Spoilers, 17 gets absorbed. Boom, Super Vegeta is about to fucking come out of the time chamber. He's ready to go. He goes to fight Second Form Cell. It's right around that time, right? Obviously, this LF Cell is a stronger type of thing, where a stronger, I guess, theory, because it's right there. Like, they are fighting right there in that moment, Super Vegeta and Perfect Cell, or whatever cell they want to release for us. But I do think 16, 17, 18 trio unit would be nice and fun, and why not, right? It'd be something unique, something we don't have. A trio unit, why not? They wouldn't be on that many tags, actually, think about it. And they'd be Android, would they be? They would not be. They'd be Cell Saga, actually. They would not be Android Saga. And if they are Cell Saga, spoilers on that, we're going to get, I was going to say Cybermen, Cell Juniors for free to play. What were there? I think there were 7 Cybermen. It's time, Jesus Christ. Cell Juniors in the show, but they only killed 6. So I assume we just get 6 Cell Juniors, which, if any of them were like the green Cybermen, I'm down. The blue Cybermen, Kaiwari Man, I'm down. Jinko Man, not terrible. Tenon Man, not terrible. Kaiyukan Man, I think that's the yellow one, not terrible. And Copy Man, we don't talk about Copy Man here. Copy Man is Copy Man. Right? He's just too good for us. But yeah, I do think LF Cell would be blue. 16, 17, 18. I just think it's a fun little idea. I don't think it's going to come to the game. Introducing a new mechanic like a trio unit. I don't even think we could support that in this game with how old devices they're allowed to play this game, right? If they updated that, we'd have a lot more intricate things to come into this game, but they probably won't do that for like the next year. To where you have to like update your device or upgrade your device to play this game. But if we did, we'd have a lot more interesting things. Probably even like Great Apes as actual units. You know, you look at LF Vegeta, it looks like the start of something that could actually come to fruition. Especially if this Cell let's say his LF is he blows up, or he has a thing where he goes up, he blows up, he becomes big as fuck, right? Kind of like a giant would be. You get what I mean? But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Who is coming? I know everyone's making a video on LF Cell, LF Cell, LF Cell. I mean, I agree. Like, what else are we gonna say? It just seems right there in your face. Like, what else can you really say? If you guys disagree, let me know. Who do you guys think is coming? Who could be coming? I don't know. We do have Super Vegeta Zenkai, obviously coming tonight. That Kid Buu is coming tonight. So, I'll be instant uploading Super Vegeta's showcase tonight. I don't think he'll be that crazy. I don't know what teams to use him on, because obviously you want to reuse him on Super Saiyans, but I mean, I guess I might use him on Super Saiyans. But yeah, we'll have a breakdown of his kit and Kid Buu's kit, and whoever else comes. I only think it'll be those 2 units, but those 2 units we'll have a breakdown on, and all that, just to see how good they are. I hope the Kid Buu is very good. I hope he's a very nice support. I hope he's like the new age Android 21. That'd be very nice for regen and powerful opponent. Again, if he's purple, that's ideal. That just means Cell is probably blue. And we need that. We really, really need that for these tags. Let me know what you guys think of everything, and I'll see you guys in the next one.